All right, so Whitney from Cookie Mix should be joining us shortly today. She is one of our favorite customers at Food Service Direct. So, hi there, Whitney.
Hi, how are you? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, now I can, yes.
Uh,
How are you?
I'm really good. I have a box of your mix here right now, so
You gonna open it?
boxing it while we check out any questions that are coming in. One is
Awesome.
it asks for more photos of dogs enjoying your doggy cookie mix. If you could post more of those, that looks like.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, I'm
Yes, I will.
for my dog. He's a big pit bull, so
I have a German Shepherd. He loves them. And my mom's Cocker Spaniels, they love them too.
okay, nice. Okay, but you don't just do dog cookies.
No, no. My main business is regular cookies,
Okay, okay.
which we can all indulge in.
While cutting this open with scissors, it arrived also
Sure.
bright blue branded packaging, which I'm a brand girl, so I loved. So while I'm opening this, if you could just give everyone a little bit of background. I know Food Service Direct knows a little bit, especially Crystal, who I hear you talk to a lot.
Yes.
But tell everyone else about the brand, how it started, what made you want to start, being a
Well,
business owner.
what happened was I actually baked cookies my whole life. You know, me and my mom, it was one of those things in my household. We were a homemade household. And my mom never let me have Oreos or any of those things as a kid.
Mhm.
She always made me homemade. So that kind of like transferred over to me and my kids and stuff like that. And about 2013, no, 2012 into 2013,
Mhm.
I actually had my own cookie business, like where I baked out of my house. I would sell cookies to friends and family. I actually did a couple VIP shows for Florida Georgia Line. I did one for Tyler Farr, and then I also baked custom cookies for Chase Rice as well. So I made like custom cookies for them.
I love Chase. And I don't tell people.
They're all good.
I like Florida Georgia Line too, and I thought their name was Florida Georgia Line for like the
Lime.
I when I first heard a song by them or something.
Yeah, that was a good time. And
Celebrity
what
cookies.
say that again?
So these are basically celebrity verified cookies.
Well, my Kick and Dirt my Kick and Dirt actually was formed from their song Dirt they had out years ago.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
Yeah, it's because that was actually a cookie that I took. Most of my cookies that I took for my mixes were from my previous business, but it was funny because I was actually getting ready for a FGL event, and I was painting this whiskey jar that I was going to give them as a gift, and the jar exploded with my hand inside, and it severed two tendons and a nerve. So I was out for 5 years. And it was actually my dad was the one who was like, listen, put your cookies into a mix and then people can make it all over rather than me baking for people all the time.
Yeah,
So that's when Cookie Mix was kind of born a couple years ago. So this is my comeback. This is my baby.
that's really.
you know,
There's so much.
yeah.
Sometimes when things are hard, there's like a lot of birth of like good stuff for it. So like especially with hand stuff, I'll show you. I had an ulnar nerve transplant when my hand.
Nerves are no joke.
Yeah, nerves are. But then like now I'm so cautious of how much I use my hands and I take better care of myself because of it. So it's really cool how like something that wasn't a positive turned into a whole different business idea because technically before you were competing with like any cookie delivery brand, right? Like Insomnia, excuse me, Panera cookies. Like I didn't say a bad word. You didn't hear.
No, never.
Now it's like now it's something on its own. It's like this is a custom mix. So it's like you kind of
Yes.
created a more unique product. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it was our goal to kind of give you guys a quick fix with a homemade twist. So that's why I wanted to make something that is quick, it's easy because I'm constantly on the go.
Yeah.
So I wanted to provide a better option for my family,
Yeah.
which is why I kind of came up with this. So
I have I have a really sweet note from you here. Am I allowed to read it?
I mean, if you want.
So it says, Emerissa, the Food Service Direct Brand Manager, thank you for your order. You are not only supporting small business, but a dream from my family to yours. Happy mixin', Whitney. I love it. I love personal touches like that. So if anyone's on here and thinking about getting one of these mixes, obviously they are sent with love. And this
Lots of love.
not only like was the package branded, but look at this. This is so cute. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
I got doggy chips, so I
Yes.
there, but I was like, you don't want to see the disaster, which is beyond the show. So I will spare everyone that. But I was thinking about emptying it in and showing. But
Sure, go ahead.
out of all of them, like which one's like? I know they're all your favorite, but like let's which.
In all honesty, my absolute favorite, I am a basic chocolate chip girl, but
Yeah.
I have to say my twisted pretzel and hot chocolate are like my absolute favorite. Like hot chocolate is my daughter's like go-to. She absolutely loves that one, and those are probably my go-to. Twisted pretzel is like your sweet and salty caramel and chocolate and pretzel-y. So
I do.
that one and hot chocolate.
Those would be so good in cookies until someone forced me to try it, but they are really good. I
No, they are.
stay sweet, stay savory. We don't break the rules. My palate was a very Oreo palate. Please don't judge.
Yeah, see, you got to go homemade, girl.
I know. So, which of the mixes do your kids love the best?
Hot chocolate
Yeah.
is my daughter's for sure.
Yeah.
My son, he's more of like a basic kind of like chocolate chip, more so. And my little one, they like all of them. They like all of
Of
them.
course. Right?
I
They're
mean,
like the test subjects.
they are. They love being my test group. They love it.
Wackiest mix that you've done, like to date. Have you done any?
The wackiest mix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just I don't have a specific formula, so I kind of just throw stuff in a pan and it kind of works. That's how all my ideas kind of work. But the wackiest, I don't really have wacky. I guess I should come up with a wacky one. Most of mine are more like nostalgic flavors, I feel like. But wacky, I don't know. I might have to whip up some wacky.
Candy cookie, like that would be weird. I don't know. Funnel cake cookie. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, I'll eat any of those things. I'm like, what would I eat that would make it even better for cookie?
I like to turn anything into cookies. I mean, any dessert, really.
Oh.
And that's what's really cool with these mixes. So you could take a base mix and then you can turn it into whatever you want. So maybe you can add a little wacky to the mix.
Like you can
So that
beyond what your recommendations are. Everyone also there's they're like so easy to follow for my very baking challenged self.
hey, they're for bakers and non-bakers.
When do you take these out the oven? The exact time that you say, because
All ovens are kind of different.
Yeah.
My magic number in my oven is 8 minutes.
yeah.
My husband, he likes it more crunchy. I like it more cakey and like
Gooey.
soft. Yes. So I like mine 8. That's my magic number. 8 to 9 minutes is mine. But
What I do for brownies too, I take them out a little sooner and stay gooey on the inside, and they kind of finish on the drying rack. But I noticed that
exactly.
I probably have the worst oven ever. Like, so I'm sure my oven's like 50 degrees. I got an oven thermometer because I didn't trust this oven so much.
I don't know. I don't have any of that fancy stuff. I go based on like instinct, I guess. I don't know. It just works.
Okay. So, what did anyone trying to do this? I mean, you talked to me about your dad supporting you when you had the tendon injury and stuff like that. Did anyone tell you not to go out and start your own business? Your own?
No, my family has been so supportive with me throughout this whole journey. They've been there, my right-hand man, they've been there since day one. And especially like my husband, he's so supportive. He just always wants me to live out my dreams and, just be the best me I can be. And that's all I can be. And that's especially for my kids. I want to set example for them to know that no matter what their goal is, dream is, that obviously you go through obstacles, but you can still come out at the other end and be successful and stuff like that. So that's kind of.
So that's really sweet because I'm always like ready for that. Yeah, they told me I couldn't do it, but I obviously.
No.
So, but you feel that love, like when you get the packaging, you're like, okay.
Oh, thank you. And even if they told me I couldn't do it, I'm the type of person that prove them wrong. Yeah. So even if somebody told me I couldn't do it, I'd find a way.
But it makes me know that like, okay, good. There's people supporting, like, like small independent, whatever. Is this your number one baby? Do you do 10 things?
Yes.
Mom, so that's like full-time job. Uh,
Yes, full-time mom and, homeschool mom now, but this is my
full-time teacher. Yeah.
yes. This is my baby, my fourth
Yeah.
baby. Oop,
Okay. So how did you even find Food Truck? Because they're like, we're just hanging out on the internet. We were just curious. How did you find us?
I just do research, because I'm always looking for a decent price, good quality, same thing like my brand. I want, decent, like quick turnaround time and everything. I've had nothing but amazing things with you guys. And, again, I like not necessarily brand name stuff, but you want top quality at a good price. Because again, it's still my reputation on the line too. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that my products are, there. I want it to be tasting good just as much as everything else. So you guys have great, great
For like
products.
specific type of flour, I know like we do that stuff in bulk. Like whereas it's like kind of harder to find like almond flour, something like gluten free or something like that. Are you catering to the like the other diets and stuff that go on with the cookies? Are you?
Not
I,
yet, because based on my licensing, I have to have like a separate kitchen. And when I talk small business, my husband built me like a bakery in my basement. So like I'm like a small business. We do a dance every time we get an order, me and my girls, and and it's just me and my mom. So we're constantly grinding, constantly getting these mixes out left and right. So when I talk
oh,
small, you're talking small.
MySpace, like when it first started one day, and then it'll be like a whole big kitchen.
I hope so.
Is what my hope for it is. Okay, does anybody on the live have any questions? I don't know. I think I saw a lot of our team in here, but they all ran away from work to join. I have my own personal questions, which are
Sure. Shoot.
like, what's your biggest tip in doing this? Like, should I do a dark pan? Should I do a light pan? If I do it,
Oh, well, with those specific ones, I'll give you an inside tip on
yeah.
those. Well, this is how I do things anyway. So that you can use whatever cookie cutter that you would like to, fun shape that you want. I always use the basic, dog bone, obviously that's in the
Yeah.
picture. But I also, like, if you can bake all of them, roll it out
Mhm.
and use the cookie cutters. Say that
I was
again?
like, I have a rolling pin. I wasn't
Yes, so that's good.
roll them up and do it, or if I had to do the rolling pin stuff.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. And then, hey, even this thing keeps falling out. Even if you want to use a cup, if you don't have a rolling pin, I always use a cup sometimes. Um, yeah, just whatever you can get. But I like to do with the dog mix is because again, like they tell people not to eat the cookie dough, but we all eat the cookie dough. At least I do
I'm
anyways.
not
But dogs, they can have eggs and all that stuff because it's actually good for their fur. So what I like to do, I like to roll some out, have your traditional, baked
freeze.
dog treats. I roll it into little balls, right? And then I dip it into the unrefined coconut oil so they give a little sweetness.
Yeah.
And I put them on a tray and I freeze them and I give them to them like that
Then they have
too.
treats and you have some to bake. That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's like a secret cookie tip. It looks like
yeah.
so. I believe that's Crystal wants to know if we've got flavors coming out.
Yes. Next week, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. I have caramel apple coming out and it's going to be called Sweet Karma.
Oh,
I
full
have,
timing.
yes, fall timing. And then, per my mom's request and my grandmother's request, they wanted something with cranberry for Christmas.
Oh,
So we have a cranberry white chocolate chip that's going to be coming out for this Christmas as well. So those are the new ones. And I have a new line coming out actually too, which is milk or coffee with the cookies. Hey, I'm a tea girl. So, I mean, I don't know. That's what Dan said. He asked for milk or coffee. It's whatever your preference.
the whole
I like
I'm
tea.
addicted to oat milk, so it's oat milk with my coffee or
Yeah.
oat milk with my coffee, oat milk with my cookies, oat milk with my oat milk apparently. So, but I would do coffee with cookies too.
With cookies?
Dan,
I'll have to try
Dan
it.
is British. I'm surprised he's not telling us that he's. I thought he'd
Tea?
say that to write. No, you should do tea. He's obsessed with tea. I see he's
No,
on our side. Thank you. Good to have you, Dan. Okay, so does any questions. I mean, I have a bunch, but like my questions are sort of boring.
Boring. No, never too boring. A question is never boring.
Oh, Corona. Tell us about if mix sales went up, because there was this whole thing, but it was like baking banana bread and doing all kinds of craziness. Like, did anything happen Corona wise that affected the business?
Not really. I haven't stopped. I mean, we had one slower month, and that might have been July. But from March to now, like now things are starting to like really kick up, and of course we're coming into my busy season as well. But things never really stopped for me, which was a blessing. So I'm very thankful for that. Very grateful for that, for everybody, helping small business in the time, because I feel like that's where we're going right now, is back to small business. So, it means a lot.
So luckily for you, like it was kind of cool. Did you see people ordering more, or would you say there just wasn't much of a demand?
I would say they were ordering more because people are bored, hence some people gain the quarantine 10, 20, whatever it might be. I'm one of them. But
Thanks.
people just wanted, I think everybody's more, I think, relaxed because you have time now. And that's what this brand represents, is family. And I wanted, for people, I wanted to bring families back into the kitchen, one cookie at a time, making memories with each other. Because I know some of my fondest memories are with my mother baking.
Yeah.
So all of us have some sort of memory, whether it was with a grandparent, with their mother, with, somebody that was baking at some point in their life. And, I wanted to bring that back. I wanted to bring families into the kitchen, because I'm constantly on the go, and I wanted something quick, something easy, something fun, but something that we all can enjoy as a family.
That's actually really, really like a beautiful mission statement. I'm sure that's on your website somewhere, but I'm like, record you saying that live and tell everyone. I was sold. I was like, okay, I guess I'll order, get that. One question, any organic mixes?
No, that I don't have yet either as well, because that's also like a separate type of
There's food in
area for that.
schools out here to sell food to people, and you have to like follow them very what I understand.
Yeah, they're very strict. But eventually, as I grow bigger, I'm hoping to bring a lot of those things out as well. But we are actually launching a new line of lactation cookie mix as well. So that should be fun for the lactation cookie mixes. So I'm only launching one, but it's for moms to help them produce their milk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so new moms, any pregnant moms coming up, keep a lookout. I'm hoping to release that in October-ish.
That's
So
cool. Okay, so you have to drop that in like 50 Facebook mom groups.
I plan to. I hope to.
People don't know this. I didn't know this. There's groups that actually donate milk, like they
I heard.
do
I couldn't do it.
produce. So like that's super. Keep that to yourself. This video, I want that to be. Thank you so much for joining us today and giving us some time.
No problem.
When I bake, I will 100% try to make some content out of it, but I will definitely show you my giant pit bull who loves treats. I'll show you the reaction to it. So
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. I love getting pictures from everybody. So definitely please tag me in them. Can we pre-order those? I have a few Prego friends. I don't know. Soon, maybe. Maybe. I'll have to keep you posted.
like drop a new product and people are like, give it to us now. And you're like, no,
I know.
not ready.
Yeah, so I mean, it's fun. I love doing what I do, and I couldn't do it without the support of everybody and, the help of my mom. We're in here busting our butts every day. So thank you, Mother. I know you're watching, maybe.
I know, right?
So, but yeah, and if you guys want, I'm going to have a special code for you guys for watching. It's going to be food service 20 to get 20% off your mix.
Oh.
So I'll make sure I put that up there, and for any of your guys' customers as well.
We did not even pre-plan that. That was all.
No, you didn't. Figured I'm in the giving spirit now.
Okay, good. Okay, so actually we are going to be sending you something too after. So I will follow up with that with you shortly, but
Ooh.
or I'm most likely Dan or Crystal's going to follow up with you.
Sounds good.
Just to thank you for your time today. And such a wonderful customer. I mean, our whole team loves you. So it was really nice
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. And that's where, you guys are the start. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, so we're really happy to be able to support and get to know more about your business. But all right, so I'm gonna test these out. I will follow up later with what these cookies
Please.
like. And thank you so much for joining us today, Whitney. It was really nice having you.
No problem. You too. Thank you so much for taking the time. So thank you guys. Happy mixing.
All right, bye, Whitney.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
How do I end this? Don't even know.